Welcome to Thoughts Roundup. Well, my memory started talking to me today. Sometimes I have more conversation with my memory than at others. And I got to thinking about my old home place in Louisiana. During the war, the soldiers trained on and all around our property. And the woods was full of army trucks and jeeps and all kinds of equipment. And it was the Reds and the Blues. They were supposedly enemies. And they would have fights, and they would also dig foxholes. It was quite an experience. I put peanuts, my brother and I put peanuts in little bags and sold it to them for 10 cents a bag. And we thought we was robbing them. It was so much. And there's a lot of other things that caused the people around made a little money. And one of the soldiers asked my grandfather, said, "Could I leave a car at your house?" And he said, "Yes, you can leave it at my home." And he didn't say when he was going to come back, but he was planning to come back after it. And the war got over. And of course they quit maneuvering there. The war got over and no one came to claim the car. Well, people said to my grandfather, said, "You might as well use it." He said, "No, it's not mine," and I promised him I'd keep it. And every year they'd try to get him to use the car, and he would not. So after 5 years, he decided that the man was not going to come back after the car. So he got it started, and it had one of those little rumble seats in the back. We called it mother-in-law seats. You raise up the little lid in the back and you sit it had place for 2 people. And you could not see probably out of the car in the front because you was looking at the back of the car, but you could ride there. I remember one time that a wheel ran off. And whenever it ran off, my grandfather he and I was sitting in the rumble seat, and the wheel, when it ran off, the axle hit the ground, and it took them a while to stop the car, and it was a lot of noise, and I can still see my grandfather as he's grabbing for things, trying to keep from falling on the ground. For the car hitting the ground. But anyway, that was probably the first car my grandfather probably ever owned, as far as I know. And the man never did come back and ask for the car. That was wartime. I remember when the war was over, they put signs all over the trees. The war is over. The war is over. And everyone was so glad. God bless you.